Well, hello there, humans, bees, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and if you're lucky enough to be doing it too. I'm Bushka, and welcome back to channel. This is PUBG Mobile, and this is the highlights package from the marathon, nearly 4-hour stream that I pumped out yesterday. Now, the reason I'm doing these highlight packages is because there's a lot of fun stuff on the streams, and a lot of people obviously don't have 4 hours to give themselves to enjoy. So I'm just letting you know what's out there, why you'd watch them, and what's going on. You can see here we're doing the Hitman Challenge to start. The Hitman Challenge is where you're a very sneaky grub. I'm going to use the loot box here and the silent running abilities. If you've got a pistol in your hand and you're bent over sprinting, no one can hear you. I'm going to let this guy go up and get his loot box. And then I'm going to assassinate Hitman style, just straight in the head and the chest. Bang, 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 bang. The Hitman Challenge is great. You don't wear any armor. You can only use a pistol. And I was doing fantastically well. Got down to the final 4 until some grub jumped into UAZ and started driving around the nearly final circle. And this brought out the first ridiculous moment of the stream where I got clubbed by a UAZ in final circle nearly. I don't know how this bloke went, but we got to 4th place, which was pretty solid. We moved on from the Hitman Challenge into a whole other host of challenges. This is the WW2 challenge where you can only use weapons used in WW2. I've got a shotty, pump action shotty, which is a very, very good early game pace setter for the WW2 challenge. There we go, just pump, 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 rolling and tolling. However, I accidentally clicked this in squad as an auto matchmaking, plus it would autofill. And I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do it alone. I also found out that the DP28, which was a WW2 weapon, World War II weapon, is actually pretty bloody solid if you put it on as a sniper rifle with a 4x. It's got relatively low recoil, fires a 7.62mm shell, and really gets it out there. And you can see here, I'm all on the Pat Malone and running a lot of stuff. And one of the best parts of the streams are the challenges. I take the challenges from people in the streams giving me the ideas. I have a look at the best ones, and then we run with what we get. Now, this challenge didn't go particularly well because although I did find a DP28, did get a 4x scope, which we decided we'd allow under the rules, and I did get a bunch of kills, I ended up in a situation where I was faced with an entire squad in final circle, and all I had was a shotty and a DP28, and they were on a ridge line with AWMs, and yeah, I got pretty much wrecked and got pushed in on the circle and had no choice and just went and died. So I did it again. I did the World War II challenge again, but I did it solo. And we ran that one and went pretty damn well. The highlight of that challenge, though, was nothing to do with the actual placing or the amount of kills or anything like that. It was this ridiculous attempt at jumping over these desert trees and ending up 500 meters in the air, chucking forward and back somersaults before sticking the landing and winning silver at the 78 games. I mean, you know, as a 6'5" bald, 120 kilo Australian, I do a great job as a gymnast. I also used a little bit of Einsight's love, and I'm going to show you some of the freaking funny stuff from this. I was running a lot of people over in this stream, particularly in this WW2 challenge. We got this bloke, excellent stuff. We then moseyed on down and got this bloke, whose crate disappeared, by the way. We never got his crate. I felt very, very peed off by that. And then, in an effort to get in the middle of the circle and have a bit of love, I jumped out here and found someone else was already in my holiday shelter. There's a lot of bullets and gunfire coming in from all sides. I'm going to flush him out with a grenade. He's got no choice now. It's leave or eat a whole grenade all on your own. And he leaves, and then we blow the door off. Which wasn't really the renovation I was looking for, but it's the renovation we probably deserved. Someone else is trying to come into my holiday shelter. Bugger off. Have a Thompson. Thompson is easily the best gun, I reckon. Thompson with a suppressor that you can get in the World War II challenge. And then, unfortunately, again, we ran into the whole squad thing, where I blow this bloke up, but there's another bloke on my right with, I think it's an AK. Yeah, no, it was an M416. Yeah, we were undergunned. We were underhumaned. That didn't matter in this one, though. This was the crate-only challenge. I couldn't use any weapon apart from my fists and anything I got out of a crate, which meant I had to get to this bloke very early on in the piece and we got him on impact. And then we went storm chasing. We grabbed a car, looked for our first crate drop, and in the meantime, ran down another human. We're just doing a whole lot of this running people over, which is fine by me when you don't have a weapon, and you can't use a weapon until you get it from a crate. Now, the first crate is absolutely crucial. You might think you're after an AWM or an M24 or something, but you're really not. You just need some kind of automatic weapon to get you through the tough times, like an AUG or a Groza or an M249. Any of the above would be a very, very welcome sight. And I know that we've got to get to this crate first. And lo and behold, we are lucky enough to not only get to the crate, but get the much wished for AUG. Now, the other thing I'm doing in this is not only do we get a crate, we get a ghillie suit. But the other thing I'm doing is being true to the crate challenge. I'm not using a backpack. I'm only taking what I can carry, and I'm not taking any weapons from the people that I kill. So we get this guy who's AFK out there, and we drive out, and like the rest of the stream, vehicle hilarity ensues. A bloke comes over here. I'm going to get this fella here, and as I'm blowing this bloke up, another bloke starts charging me in a UAZ. We hit the grass in our ghillie suit, so he really can't tell where we are. He knows we're around here somewhere. Reload. Get stuck in. Whether we're knocking him in a vehicle or banging him with a vehicle or knocking them with a vehicle, it's all fun, beer, wine and Skittles. Now, I'm allowed to take the ammo. Obviously, that seems pretty fair. But I'm not allowed to put anything on my back, can't carry a backpack, and can only take crate weapons. So we're crate chasing again after clearing those blokes. You can see there's a crate there. Lots and lots of action. We're looking for an M24 or an AWM, really after a next level item. And unfortunately, we roll very low here. We get the... I really don't like this rifle, and I'm also having huge issues with my backpack. I want that adrenaline syringe, and I want that marksman rifle. I need some kind of sniper weapon, but I really have to figure out what I'm going to keep. Can't drop the Red Bulls, got to keep them. And this is the fun part of the live stream. You've got to stick to the letter of the law with the challenges, or there's no point doing it at all. But I don't like this Mark 14, this designated marksman rifle, the DMR. So I'm going for another crate, and there are cars galore going for this one. We are screaming across the track in a UAZ. There's another bloke on my right in a buggy, in a dune buggy. So I'm going to actually drive a little bit past the crate, pull up, and contest. Now, we love a good contest. A good contest is where it's all at. And he wants to contest. I want to contest. I want the crate. I'm sick of this Mark 14. This is crate number 3. Get straight down. He got there. Oh, thank you very much, the AUG. AUG speaks in a very vicious language. A lot of fun, the AUG. Looking for the M24 AWM, really. And we get... Ah, bugger. It's another AUG. Which is no good to anyone. So we're out and driving again. And lo and behold, we see another human just... lazing along the byways and highways, knock him down in the car, UAZ style, and then we start shooting at this bloke over here. Another bloke turns up to our left here. We'll finish him off, and then I can hear a plane coming. It's time to chase the crate again. We've got 9 kills, there are 9 left alive, and the crate has actually decided to drop nearly right on top of us. Now, I know there's going to be people chasing the crate, so what I'm going to do is camp the crate. And we finally get a sniper rifle we can call our own. Not this designated marksman rubbish that I don't really like at all. And we go crawling off into the grass like an absolute grub. No backpack, but an M24 glued onto the posterior. An AUG, a ghillie suit. We're looking pretty sharp here, and we're camping the crate. Now, we were lucky enough for it to fall right on top of us, so we were here very, very early. We let this poor bugger come rolling on down, and then we unleash another dose of AUG justice. 10 kills, 6 left alive, and we're running around in the UAZ all over again in this little village over here. This is a glorious, glorious, glorious moment in PUBG life. I can hear footsteps. They're running around upstairs in that area. You can tell because of the tone of the footstep. I've got 1 gren left. 1 gren only, Vasily. Put it straight through the window and rock and roll. Let's see how we go. Boom! You have 11 kills. Progren, baby. That guy never knew what hit him. There's only one other man left. We have an AUG. We're in the circle. We're in a ghillie suit. 11 kills, looking for that 12th and that chicken dinner live on stream. Lo and behold, he's spotted. And we miss. And then we hit. And then we hit. And I don't know, he's still alive. I don't know what this bloke's wearing. And then the house gets in the way, which is a little bit disappointing. And it's a flush hider though, so he doesn't know where we are. And then finishing it in style. Watch this. Go to the M24. Boom. No more calls, please. We have a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. 12 kills. Only using crate weapons. No backpack. Get that up. Yeah, that's a great challenge. Now, the next one was an even weirder one. This wasn't a crate only. This was... It had two conditions. I had to take the weapons of the guy or girl that I just dusted up and fragged, which is weird enough in and itself. That's why I'm swapping an AK and an M16 for an M16 and a 1911 45 caliber pistol, which is not really my weapon of choice. But there was actually three conditions. I also had to take the first two weapons I found, and I was very, very lucky. The first two weapons I found were an AKM and an M16 on the top of school roof. So winner, winner, chicken dinner there. The third one was I could only use iron sights. So it's iron sights only, swap weapons every single time, and yeah, take the first two weapons you find. And it made for actually a really entertaining game. And I stuck to the exact letter of the law. I flanked this guy. He was looking up at the building I was just in, and then I flanked really hard, and he's still up there. And I wanted to gren him, but still, we just do the pro lean and headshot. Bang, 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 bang. And then I wanted to gren this bloke, and this is pretty hilarious. Watch this gren. It actually hits, and I've killed another bloke since then, and you can see I've changed up. It hits the top, and I think it's gone over, but it actually bounces back down at my feet and smashes me. I nearly blew myself up with a gren, which would have been very ignominious doing that on stream. Immediately medkit up. And then we're going to rock and roll and have a crack at this bloke who has been sniping up the top here. Now, I know he's got an SKS, and I wouldn't mind a sniper rifle. So we're going to roll forward. I'm lucky, though, he's also got an M416. So we finally get an AR upgrade to what we want. Now I'm final circling here nearly. I see a bloke lying over there. Last guy had a suppressor, so we take the suppressor. And I'm changing again. Now, there is a bloke over on the hill there sniping me, and I haven't rendered for him, right? So he can't see the grass. He's just sniping me. I'm running around like a lunatic. There's another bloke over here on my left. And even though it is not in my best interest to go back there, there's still a bloke sniping me from the far ridge. I can't use sights. I'm only allowed to use iron sights. So I swap back to the other guy's weaponry, which is an AUG and an AKM. And then I try to run across an open field with only iron sights into a fully kitted out bloke running an SKS who's not seeing the wheat and the grass that I'm actually hiding in. It's not rendering for him, and it goes predictably well. And by predictably well, I mean I get absolutely freaking wrecked. But we came second, which I was pretty happy with. I thought second was a great result overall. And we got 6 kills into the bargain. Now this is the final challenge, and it's one I do pretty regularly. It's solo versus squad. I'm not using the AK here because I don't have a suppressor on it, but I have a suppressor on this Thompson submachine gun. And there's a squad over there at the crates. This is literally, I've been in this grass for like 4 or 5 minutes and just refuse to move. And eventually they can't help themselves. They have to come looking. But they do it one at a time, which is very, very good for me. And I just don't move. Using a suppressor in the grass, got the green brain bucket on. They'll never see me. One comes out, and then his mate says, you know what? You died. The other guy must be gone. I've waited another minute. He's obviously gone. I'm going to go loot your stuff. And we get the second part of the squad. And here comes squad member number 3. He didn't even wait till the painter dried. He's not sure where I am, but he reckons it's the grass out there somewhere. And we get him as well. So with 3 kills to the good, we've shown an inordinate amount of patience, and we're rocking and rolling. We've got another kill in between, and there's 25 left before we see an opportunity to pump into someone who's running around in a very, very cavalier fashion in the dune buggy. And we knock him with a headshot as he's going over that hill. Very, very cool. And then we push on in and collect our scalp. Now, as I'm doing this, there are actually other humans behind us to the north who are pumping at us. Now, you can see the gunfire going in the back. A few shots have been fired in my direction. So what I'm going to do is mosey up here, get on top of the hill, find a bit of hard cover, turn around, and see if there isn't a shot available for my Kar 98, which I took from the squad that I dusted up back at the crates, all the way back there. So we go to the Kar 98. I'm just going to do a little bit of pro leaning out here. And what do we see? Oh, there's a bloke running across the field. Savage. Poor bugger. Blurry face, man down. Now, you would think that 310 rounds is enough. It's not. And you're going to see why. I end up in a monumentally large amount of firefights here. The thing that really helps you out in squads, squad games when you're solo, is a suppressor. And you've just got to be really cheeky and sneaky. But to the east, there is huge amounts of firefights and squad battles going on. And my issue is that I'm knocking these guys, but sometimes they get revived. So I'm getting kills and knocking and then generally wasting ammunition. And I'm all the way down to 162 rounds with 7 kills now. And it's going down further and further as I hunt through the grass to clear these squads. 8 kills, 13 left alive. I wish the car was an AKM right now, because there's not a lot of joy left for the Kar 98 in this final engagement, and I really need another AR. And this is the problem with carrying that perfect Kar 98 M416 loadout. Unless you've got like 400, 500 rounds of 5.56, you can really come up against it when you're fighting entire squads and moving through towards final circle. Because quite often you're going to have to be in the grass being super, super sneaky. And they're around that area there, but I can't be sure exactly where they are, so I'm firing off bursts. I mean, I'm not really being wasteful with the ammo, but these guys have full kits, level 3 vests, a lot of them, and I can't get to their bodies because there's so much action going on this hill. I don't know if you can see over there far on the east, there are still people moving up that hill, and if I go all the way up there, over this ridgeline that's just in front of me, I will be seen because the grass over 150 millimeters won't render. It just won't render. It's like a surrender. So I'm not able to collect the corpses. I'm not able to carry through and get the money back. And that's tough because now I am down to 93 rounds of 5.56. And that's just not enough when I have to go through a whole lot of people. I waste a little bit more ammo, and here we see things getting really, really tough. I hit that bloke a couple of times. I'm hitting on the very, very top edge. There's a guy there on the left coming down. They're all in squad. I'm solo. There's at least one full squad there. I'm going to get another guy. And we're now down to 33 rounds. Still haven't cleared him. Looking for a shot with the car. Can't see it. Can't get a good shot. Don't want to give my position away. Thinking about it. And he drags his foot back round. That would have been really handy. We go for the reload. 33 rounds left. 5 people left to get rid of. Things are not looking good. There's one more. I'm trying to use as little ammo as possible. Just go down. 12 rounds left. 12 rounds left. He took 21 rounds to clear. And they've found me. Here's trouble. Here's big trouble. There's a rock. This is my rock. There are many rocks like it. But this is my rock, and I will hug it, and I will hug it. Like, I'm screwed here. 12 rounds left. This guy's going to push on me. And we get him. And that's our 11th kill, right? But we can't finish him. We are 100% out of 5.56. And this is where we initiate what we like to call Operation Broken Arrow. If you don't know what Broken Arrow is, that's basically when you call in an artillery strike on your own position. And I'm going to do that by, well, I'm going to throw my grens, and then the circle's coming down. There's 3 other guys in a squad. I'm just going to throw a stun grenade, stand up and hope everyone gets stunned, and that when I lie down, I'm in the grass and safe and they can't see me, and it doesn't work. Yeah, I'm actually outside the zone, and they're shooting me all over, and I'm down. I think we did pretty well. I think we did pretty bloody well. There was only 3 left alive.
2 of them were in squad, 1 was in another squad, so we actually came third there. We got 11 kills, 2,000 damage. It was a great way to finish, and altogether a very, very successful stream. If you want to see more of those streams, more of that kind of action, then stick around on channel, follow and subscribe, maybe join the Patreon community and get in on the Discord action as we do count-ins and all kinds of stuff. The Discord is www.patreon.com/thebushka. Until next time, boys and girls, look after yourselves and stay safe on the battlefield.